Okay, I want to talk about the affordability of taking classes through our program compared to taking classes at a local martial arts school, okay? Um, and the point is that the average student is going to be paying about 6 to 7 times less money through us than if they were taking classes at a local school. And in fact, we've seen a number of families save 10 times, 15 times, we've even seen a family save 20 times more money through us than again at a local school, okay? And actually we have another video if you'd like to watch it next. There's a family down in Texas, they had 4 boys, they were taking classes at a local karate school. And basically, the dad went into the school and said, hey, well, how much are monthly fees? I've got 4 boys, I'd like them to do it, how much are your membership fees? And the instructor there said, well, let's see here, since there's 4 of you, I'll give you a discount, I'll make it a little bit cheaper here and there. And he gave him a family discount, and the dad went away thinking, well, yeah, I think we can afford that, that's not that bad. So they started taking classes, and there started being a whole bunch of other fees that he didn't realize, okay? The end of the 5 months, he decided, that's it, I need to add up everything. He went back through his bank statements. He told me that he wasn't that good at keeping track of things. He just wanted to make sure that checks weren't bouncing or anything like that. The end of 5 months, he went back and he looked at his bank statements and added up everything that he'd been spending through this martial arts program or affiliated with the martial arts program, okay? And at the end of this, he was just astounded at how much money he had spent, okay? And he realized he loved his kids learning self-defense, but he wanted his wallet to learn self-defense as well, okay? So at that point, he said, that's it, we need to find another program, we've got to find something more affordable. Looked around, found our program, decided to give it a shot. They absolutely loved it. Not only did the 4 boys love it, but the dad started doing the program as well, okay? And again, they've been doing the program ever since. I actually just talked to the dad a little while ago, and he told me that if I wanted to, I'd go ahead and share some of the numbers that he had been spending, how there were these other fees affiliated with this that he didn't really realize, okay? So he told me, well, Master Purcell, if you want to go ahead, I can share with you what I'd spent here and here and here and here. If you want to share that, that'd be fantastic. And again, he just loves our program, and he wanted to make sure that other people were aware of this. If you're going to go to a local school, don't just say, well, what are your monthly membership fees? Find out what else is involved. Okay, so if you want to watch that video, you can next, okay? Here's the point. What does the average student save with our program? Our program is very affordable, okay? So what does the average student pay through our program compared to other local schools, okay? And with this, again, as we said, what are some of these other fees, okay? First of all, obviously martial arts schools have monthly membership fees, okay? Some schools, not all of them, but some of them will have pre-registration fees. So, just to get signed up, just to become a member so that you can start paying your monthly membership dues, they'll have a fee just to sign up, okay? Not all schools do that, but some of them will. The vast majority of schools are going to require you to purchase a uniform, okay? So you've got to pay for a uniform, and they're going to want you to buy their uniform because it's going to have their logo and their name on the back, whatever, okay? They want you to buy the uniform through them, okay? A lot of schools, if they have belts, they're going to charge belt test fees, okay? Extra gear and equipment. If they say, well, we want you to practice this at home or this at home, that you might need to purchase a kicking paddle, hand targets or something like that. You might need to go ahead, if they do weapons training, you might have foam weapons that you work with or the student works with. There might be sparring classes. That student has to go ahead and do sparring and get sparring gear and equipment and all that, okay? If the student is doing tournaments, and some schools require students to participate in tournaments for that progression through the belt system, okay? So there's tournament fees. Most tournaments will also have affiliations with them. So if they're affiliated to the AAU or the USAT or whatever, there's annual affiliation fees as well. So you have to pay a yearly fee. And usually that fee is only $25 or $35 or $45. But the point is, that's an additional fee before you've even registered for the tournament itself, okay? Mom and dad, if you want to go watch your son or your daughter do that tournament, you're going to have to pay a fee just to get into the doors of that tournament, okay? If you're at the tournament's probably going to take all day. They are long, okay? That gymnasium or whatever it is, they're not going to allow food to come in, which means you're going to have to buy the expensive food that's provided there. That gets expensive, okay? The point is, there's a lot of fees. We can keep going, but there's a lot of other fees other than just monthly membership dues, okay? So that needs to be taken into account. Our program is very simple. Our white belt program comes with everything you need. Simple as that. That's it, okay? So let's look at this, okay? Again, right now, the average monthly fee for a martial arts class is $135 a month. That's the average, okay? So $135 a month. Our program lasts a minimum of 3 months. And the average student stays with our program for 3 months to 6 months, okay? So the national average is $135 a month. If you were to do that program at a local school for 3 months, that would be $405, okay? So let's go ahead and show this. So average, $405 for 3 months, okay? Our program, again, is going to last you at least 3 to 6 months. And it can last you 9 months. It can last you a year if you wanted to, okay? So what if instead of doing it 3 months, instead of doing it for $405, what if you do it 6 months? Well, the average fee, that would be $810 for those 6 months, okay? What if you do it for 9 months? It's going to get more expensive, obviously, okay? Our program is $197, and that lasts you for a minimum of 3 months. And again, it can last you 6 months, 9 months, or longer, okay? So, if our program goes for 3 months, it's $197. If it goes for 10 months, it's $197. Same thing, okay? Now, just by looking at this, just with monthly membership fees, not with uniforms, belt tests, gear and equipment, tournament fees, or anything else like that, not including that stuff, right now, the average at 3 months, that's already $405 is the average. Our program is $197. That's already half the price, okay? And again, if you do this program for 6 months, that's $810. Our program is $197. That's a fourth of the cost, okay? Now, what if there are 2 students, okay? Our program, you buy an extra white belt, okay? That extra white belt is $2. So you went from $197 to $199 total, okay? Most schools are going to charge you double, okay? So whatever we just added up for 3 months, if it's $405, double it. If that student is doing it for 6 months, double it. Some schools will do a family discount. They'll say, well, the second student is 30% off, okay? Point is, even if they have that family discount, it's still going to get really expensive, okay? So, point being, just looking at monthly fees, you can see how our program is at least 2 to 4 times cheaper, at least minimum, period, okay? And again, other schools are going to have you pay for uniforms and belt tests and gear and equipment and probably tournaments and other hidden fees also, okay? When you add that stuff up, the average family easily spends about 1/6 to 1/7 of the cost, okay? Our program is fantastic. It comes with everything you need. It lasts for a long time. It has been proven to work extremely well. It's fun, it's exciting, and again, it's much more affordable, okay? So, if you're curious as to what some of these other fees run and all that, you might want to go ahead and watch this next video. Again, it's about this family down in Texas that were doing classes at a local karate school, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the numbers, lay them out, and show how much this family was spending over the course of those 5 months, and how much they spent through our program, which lasted them for 5 months as well.